these niggas to me like you press. I don't give a fuck about who next. All I give a fuck about is hey, Les. Hold up, you don't give a fuck about my VIP. Shit, I can't tell, you watching my IG faithfully. The difference between me and your VIP, bitch, mine was free. You had to pay for your shit, beg for a trip. I was home working, I just got invited. With my ankles out, chest out, 2 gold links, my eyeglass, a cold drink, ooh, effortless, ooh, I was bonfire. What's that, a ox? Now it's a bonfire. Ooh, I don't like diamonds, give me gold shit. Negro fit, less low shit.
They talking like they poppin' important.
Don't lie to God, that's insubordinate. Funny how they coming up short, Kevin Hart, and you ain't genius like me.
Niggas snorting.
I'm unimpressed. Don't report these niggas to me like you press. I don't give a fuck about who next. All I give a fuck about is checks.
DJ Chelsea Lee.
Yo, that track was fire. Fire.
Super fire.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us on another episode of the Devinwade Show. I'm your DJ, Chelsea Lee, and I'm going to send you over to DevNasty.
Yo, what up, what up, what up? I am your host, DevNasty, a.k.a. Dangerous DevNasty, a.k.a. choke your mom out, a.k.a. choke your pop out, choke your grandpop out, everybody. Shut the fuck up, Garnett. Stop with your bullshit. Stop with your bullshit. I see you are still flourishing in life right now. I noticed everything. You know what I'm saying? I saw you took your chain off.
All I got is a good shape up. That's
Okay.
it. A shape up can change everything.
Okay, well, I'm impressed. I'm not unimpressed. You know what I'm saying? That was the homie Lester London, man, on that Unimpressed joint. That shit was super fire.
The baby goat. The baby goat.
Yeah, I'm not unimpressed by this chain that somebody has on heavy. My chain heavy. My chain.
He was saying
hold on, wait.
I feel like that song was about me today.
Listen, when a person disrespects your couch and puts their foot on the couch with what kind of shoe is this?
You know, this is the Cortez, the Nike Cortez, you know, the Comme des Corzons, you know,
But why
collab.
is the heel that thick? Like, why is it?
Because
Like,
it's a collab.
That's some platform shit.
It's a platform joint.
That's
You're
the
not feeling that?
quadruple soul. The quadruple
Willy
soul.
Wonka
Nike.
Instead of choking your mom out, we're going to kick your mom out.
Oh,
That's
shit.
what we doing.
She gonna stomp your mom out.
Yo, stop it. Getting stomped out in these is that's a bad look right there. Wait a minute. You got a lot of blingage.
I do.
What kind of watch is that, yo?
I got a nice little Prezi on, you know, my little
A Prezi, what's
What
that?
does
I
that
don't
even
understand
mean?
what that is.
a
What's that?
Rolex.
Yo, what kind of drug
Listen,
dealing?
I'm chilling. Shout out to my boy J305 for the tea. My girl Kayla, shout out to her on the beat.
Listen,
you already
man,
know.
some bullshit.
I
I'm
told y'all,
regular
man. Listen,
people.
I
I'm
told
super
y'all
regular out
I
here.
told y'all before this
Why
show
he
shit
just dripping
started.
on y'all?
She's tied into
She
all
dripping
fucking
on
like,
y'all.
Nah, look at
big
Chelsea Lee.
people.
Though. Chelsea Lee right now got
Very sexy.
heavy hood rap vibes,
Yeah,
but it's a
definitely.
splash of like Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Like you see, like she got the love. Yeah, it's like a splash of that. It's
And it's deep, and it's deep,
feeling
and it's
tropical.
heavy DJ-ish.
yeah, it's
Like
like
she looking like a real, like, and you
feeling
are a real
tropical.
DJ.
yeah,
but you
match the
looking-
headphones and
it's
all of
like
that.
Real Chelsea
I don't know.
Lee-ish.
What would you call this?
I would call it like red spice, like spicy, something spicy.
Okay.
Well, the correct
Thank you.
term,
like maybe
it's like a bandeau, cold shoulder type
like
of top.
I'm getting like a
She's giving fashion vibes.
I'm getting like a red chili Chelsea vibe, like a hot.
Okay.
Ooh.
You know what I'm
Red Chili
saying?
Chelsea in the building.
like that.
And that
Yeah.
man speaking right
Flamboyant.
now is none other than Porter Rich. The sunglass killer, you know what I'm saying? He got the sunglasses on, you know what I'm saying? And of course we always got our nasty girls in the building. We always have B-Rock in the building. This man be editing the episodes
B-Rock.
right
Wow,
now
yes.
while he's filming the
He's
episode.
a hard worker.
Double work.
It's like a lot of shit going on, you know what I'm saying? But also
Dropping it for you.
today we have a new nasty girl in the building right here. This
Very
is
sexy.
Song, our nasty girl. This is like my sister right here. She came through. You know, we had somebody not come through today, and she, you know, showed up, saved the day.
Heavy.
And
New booty.
And it's
new
a different
booty.
splash though. This is a different splash.
This is a nice arrangement.
We've
right
been
here.
having different flavors since.
Yeah.
and this
Super
is
flavors.
another.
like, what would this be if it's like you got the Neapolitan? What happens when you add
A
the
banana
Asian?
split.
No.
No.
When you add a fourth flavor, it gotta be like it gotta be something in
No, because the banana split is the banana, which is the banana, and then you have chocolate, strawberry, vanilla.
It reminds me of Wally's shoes, like just how they
Don't know what I'm
added
talking
like
about.
another layer.
It's like it's a whole
It's like
other.
it's the bigger version of like our females, man.
And this my peoples, like my real peoples. Like if y'all go back to episode 1 where we talked about the infamous kick in the head situation, she's the person whose Ben's mirror got kicked off that I had to do that and get that money back. You know what I'm saying? That's actually her right there. You know
Shout
what
out
I'm
to
saying?
her.
Shout out to Sohn, man.
Yeah, man.
Definitely shout out to Sohn, man.
Yeah, man. But how's everybody feeling, man?
I'm feeling amazing today, people. I don't know about y'all.
Me too.
We can see that.
She's on some goon shit right now. Straight like
DIA's in the
DIA in the building.
yeah, she's on some goon shit right now. Oh,
Always.
I wanted to talk to y'all about something. It's kind of like a 2-layer thing. How important is it for y'all, for your partner, to be in shape?
Oh, it's very important, especially for me. I mean, I work out. I'm
yeah,
into wellness. So, like, if you don't work out, then it's just not going to be conducive for our relationship. We got to be into at least kind of the same shit. We don't have to be into the same workouts. But essentially, you got to be, into something.
So the main thing you do, is it mainly the soul cycling?
I do, well, right now, all the studios are shut down, so we can't necessarily do spinning. But I now do, like, outside workouts, like HIIT workouts. I've been running lately. So that's, like, been my new shit. So you could get, 6 miles in, 5 miles in, come get with me.
Now, was it always like that? Like,
Nah,
was that always your preference?
No. Once I got into fitness, it was just like the way it made me feel. I would want my significant other to feel the same. It's a whole different lifestyle. If they not on that type of time, they home lazy on the couch, not wanting to eat. I don't eat bullshit. So when I go grocery shop, I'm buying salmon, kale. There ain't no juices, no sodas. There ain't none of that up in there. You ain't got no Krispy Kremes. You ain't got.
I struggle with the whole like not drinking soda. I go through these like binges, and then I just relapsed recently.
What
You know what I'm saying?
sodas you drink though?
I'm talking about like soda, like all that
Pepsi,
shit.
all that?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, the bullshit, man. The bullshit. I'll be relapsing and shit with shit like that. That's like literally a drug to
He
me.
said relapsing.
Word up.
That nigga, when he said that shit, that nigga one eye shut and
Yeah.
one was open. He was looking like a little Debo. He was
Yeah.
like, I relapse with shit like that, man. Like he really
That shit
looked
like
like
cocaine,
an addict.
man.
Like that shit made him
like,
tweak.
Yeah, that shit like cocaine, man. What about you, Gardner?
Man, to be honest, I just will hope that you're the same size that I met you. That's it.
So
It's not even like a thing to it.
That's a big part of it is thank you. When we talk about what she said, she named the word lazy. I think that's an important part with me. It's like it's more about the effort. Like if everybody's not going to bounce and and get into the same shape. Like me, I'm the type of person that I could go to the gym for 3 weeks, consistently and look like a totally different person.
Yeah.
Where people
Really?
just like, like motherfuckers be like, are you on steroids, nigga? I got real African slave
Yeah, I was
blood, bro.
gonna say.
I'm telling you.
Well, we need you to get back to
You know what I'm
that.
saying? Yo, don't clown.
Why are you throwing shots at him like that?
Nah,
No,
this is what she did.
because
This is
it's
what she
been a
did.
thing going on.
Yeah.
He know.
Listen,
He got it.
she
Come on,
gonna
Connie.
throw-
We know.
Listen,
He got to get back to it.
So my girl, I feel like my girl kind of took a shot. My girl puts a picture of me up on the gram with the hard eyes and everything like that. And Wally decides to take that same picture and put it in the group chat just to focus on the fact that I'm not the same diesel nigga that I was in that picture and was throwing a lot of shots, man.
Stop
you know
doing your push-ups, man.
You know what I
He
mean?
was super diesel in that picture,
No,
though.
real diesel.
Like, his arms were big. I was like, who
That
the
nigga
hell is
looked
that?
like
she was like,
He
security
just looked
dad.
mad. Like his shoulders looked mad. They was like,
They was like,
That nigga looked like nasty security.
right?
That's
Nasty
when
boy
me
security.
and Garnett and shout out to White Mike was like hitting the gym at my mom's
Debbie
Fitness. We was going to my mom's little gym. Shout out to Sneaker Box Chalk, who always clowns us for
Yes.
going to that little rinky dink joint. But yeah, I was putting in that work in there. But I think that it is important for people like you said, for you to at least maintain yourself, because I know a lot of times in relationships, people get in relationships and then they get comfortable.
Right.
And they start like letting themselves go. And that's like just like you said, you wouldn't want nobody to try to change you, from what you do. it's the same thing if a dude meets you and he meets Chelsea Lee this, and then you just start sitting in the crib eating Twinkies and shit like that. You know, a nigga.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, but you
that
know,
wouldn't be like you said. I don't think you should want to be with somebody and say, hey, you need to lose weight because you should love them how they are. But you don't want to get with somebody and they be lazy because you, at the end of the day, want somebody who's going to motivate you. And on top of just being active and wanting to like, hey, I want to go out and run. You want to run too. You want to ride a bike, do that stuff together. Like health in the long term and like your offspring,
Right.
all that stuff is super important. So if you end up being with somebody that's super lazy and eats freaking McDonald's 5 days a week, like who knows how the health of you are going to be later because you might pick onto their habits and then the health of your children or whatever.
their
It goes kind
lifespan.
of deep, you know?
the craziest part though about it on some simple shit is like women will not do that shit, and then the moment that you like break up, they gonna get in shape.
That's a
Revenge.
fact.
Listen,
That is a
revenge
fact.
body is
It's
some
a thing.
real
That's a thing.
That's a
shit,
fact.
nigga. Then next thing you know, you looking on the gram like, why you ain't just do that? Why the fuck you gonna wait?
Because you
until-
was treating me like shit.
Yeah, they start
That's why.
going through all of that. But I say that to get to this part, man. And this is, it doesn't really happen the opposite way, but would you allow your significant other to have a personal trainer of
Hell no.
of the
You don't even
opposite
gotta
sex?
finish this.
Of the opposite
Oh.
sex?
I was just talking about that today. Go ahead,
Why?
Garnett. You go first, and I'm a.
I'll train you. I know what these guys be doing in
You
these
are not a
gyms.
trainer.
You're not
either.
certified in that.
A lot of these motherfuckers ain't certified. They just be doing shit and post it on the internet.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
Come on, Garnett, you
but
can't be
Garnett
like
do
that.
do a lot of stuff though.
Yeah, he do.
So
But-
if you
but
did start
training ain't
training,
one
I
of
wouldn't be
them.
surprised.
Yeah, you
No,
can't
no,
downgrade
no,
people who
no,
actually
no,
went
no,
to
no.
school and been trained and who actually do it. I've been
No.
trained by only men. I've never had.
Me
I was just
neither. I
saying that.
never
I
had a
thought about
woman-
it and I was like, I never had a woman personal trainer
Me neither.
ever.
Do you think what percentage of those men or would like to fuck
All
you?
guys want to fuck you.
All right, so
That's
so-
Bottom line.
100%.
All guys want to fuck
She's
you.
right.
so
Old, young,
Not
whatever.
saying it's all on a 100% scale. It might be a 30 or 20. It might be a little less, but at the end of the day, they all
So,
want to fuck you. But
this-
I've never had a female trainer, and I don't know why. But I've never. If there was a man and a woman, I would probably.
I'll
the
pick
guy.
the guy.
See, this the craziest part. Like Garnett was very fast to say, "Yo, I'm not with the motherfucking male trainer," and I understand his mindset because from the male trainers that I know, it's like a gold mine. The only thing that's in the same realm of it is being a photographer. To be honest, you know, and I come from that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a male stripper is a little bit different because sometimes your choice of what you have to pick from. You know, as a photographer, you're dealing with models. A lot of times, even the trainers, they might have like badge on models. That's, you know what I mean? And these dudes be picking and they know that they're the picture of fitness. So they around the joint. And this is the part that women don't understand. Y'all don't know that in your brains, right? There's a program. There's like an algorithm or whatever you want to call it. When y'all start taking commands from a man, he starts to gain a place of reverence in your head. So you don't realize it. Just him saying, okay, now give me 5 more. Just the fact that you have to subconsciously check off his checklist. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Yeah, I think that's a big reason why they are able to push that button a little bit further to manipulate, because those instructions, it happens in recording studios. It happens in anything. And that's why I said even with photography, where a person is telling you, instructing you what to do. You feel what I'm saying? That's
So
a
the
real
man
thing.
is mad that another man is telling you what to do?
No, what I'm telling you is that that trainer dude that you might end up sleeping with later, right?
No.
He's
Right?
saying basically
That
saying a
never
woman
happens.
could get wet from any of that. Possibly. in
But why
another
does it have
way.
to be you might end up
No,
sleeping
no,
with
no, no,
later?
no. Listen, this is what we're
She
telling
can be
you.
turned on.
There's certain jobs, is what we're telling you, right? There's certain jobs that just leads to, these are just the facts of it, that just leads to more pussy.
I get
Okay,
that.
Yeah,
I
I
get
mean,
that.
But then
right?
what is the meaning of him telling you what to do?
What I'm telling you is when you have a person in a authority, people of authority end up getting more than people that don't have authority.
I know what you mean by that, because he's basically essentially saying like women, okay, when we see a person in power or with authority,
We like that power.
We like that power. So that's why majority of the time that does happen. Like a woman will have sex with their personal trainer or their photographer or their producer or the guy that's writing music for, because you're spending a lot of time with this person,
right,
3-4 times a week.
And he's giving you commands.
Yes.
It's something like almost subconscious. He's telling you, and he's getting you to break like boundaries you couldn't before. Like he's the one that pushed you to like, I did it, you know, because Miyagi did.
It's almost like you just. It's almost like you. This shit sound like it's almost like you be hypnotized, and he just slipping in. He be like, lean back, chin up. All right, turn to the right, left, get naked.
I know y'all.
Here I come.
I know y'all. Some of us seen some of them personal trained pornos. I know you seen them before.
No. I'm just saying. I'm not, and it's no disrespect to anybody that's working to get their thing, but you know, like I can go and look up workouts on the internet to at least get us started in the right direction. That's the
You
only
want to go
thing
in that direction?
That's the only thing I'm saying. So
Garnett said, listen, you got to have a, I mean.
Is that equivalent, real quick, sorry to interrupt, is that equivalent to a man getting a woman to do a massage for you? Like, should a woman allow your boyfriend or your husband, oh, you're going to get a massage? It has to be a man. Like, even though there's no commands, is that...
No.
Because
no.
I had a male trainer, like all the trainers that I had, and I was attracted to maybe one of them out of 5, but I just don't like crossing that line. I guess some people are okay with it, but crossing that line is just, if you're a woman and you know I don't want to do it, you're not going to do it. So a man telling you can't have a man as a trainer is kind of like, okay, so I guess I have to have a woman, but there's no women trainers.
No, there is.
There
100% is.
there's a
There
lot
are,
of them.
but
For
like,
me, I ain't
never
gonna hold
see
you.
them.
For me, I don't think I would probably like be totally against it like every time. I think it would depend on like the actual situation, because for one, you know, your woman, if she a dope chick and she just you just know your broad. Like some women just, they sturdy. They solid in that position when it come to loyalty. You know what I mean? It's hard for them to really like be budged off that. They strong in that spot. You know what I'm saying? And then that's one. But then for 2, a lot of trainers, like, to be honest, and now it's like the world be backwards. We really like backwards. But there be a lot of trainers that don't even be in shape.
Well, that's a different thing.
But that's
Oh,
weird.
you saying somebody who's a threat?
So
we talking about somebody who's a threat.
So the crazy part is, it's not even about your woman not being sturdy. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, just as a man, right, how you can infiltrate a situation. It's not because the woman's not sturdy. It's because you're a dynamic nigga. You know what I'm saying? Her dude is cool, and so are you. And then, it's a time that's put in. It's. I'm telling you, it has something to do.
So you're saying everybody can be broken down?
Listen, if a nigga can infiltrate,
Not everybody can be broken down.
Listen.
Michelle Obama and male trainer. She ain't gonna sleep on.
Listen,
I don't know.
No bullshit. If a nigga can infiltrate your situation, bro, and it's just the honest to God truth. We gotta all chalk it up and accept it. If my situation ever get infiltrated, somebody I could be in love with for 10 years, monogamous, no infractions, no slip ups, no nothing.
Right.
But if somebody finally infiltrate that, like, that shit, like, she wasn't really like, I wasn't the coolest nigga.
But that rarely
I wasn't
happens.
the coolest.
That
I'm just
rarely
saying, like-
happens because I had my ex, rest in peace, Thaddeus, but I remember he got me a trainer. He legit was like, yo, there's this trainer at this particular gym. Shout out to Lee, because he's still my trainer to this day. He was like, yo, I see what he does with women's bodies. Like, he knows the workouts. He knows their bodies well enough. Like, he knows what works for them. And I started with him, and like, I never looked at Lee anyway, like, oh, I like him. But he felt confident enough, like, yo, I'm gonna let you rock out with him, because certain men don't have the patience to train a girl or whatever. Like, you gotta have patience with that shit. That's why there are women that train other women, but the men have the patience and the time. And they want to talk, and they'll sit with you, and they, like, you know, they'll do the whole thing with you.
I just feel like I would take a man more serious too.
It ain't
like,
easy.
So this is the problem. That you see what she just said just now? That's the
get it.
problem
let
that
me
leads
tell
to
you
the
why.
issue.
Because most of the men that are trainers, they're fucking jacked. So you're like, damn, just like he said, being in shape. I know a couple women trainers, but I don't know that many women trainers that you see, and you're like, man, I want that body.
Yeah.
Well,
They do have them. I
somebody-
think
no,
women
hold up.
can't listen to women like that, yo. I'm telling
No,
you.
that's not that.
no, I
because
think-
so who trained her?
I mean, of
somebody
course-
trained her. And majority of the time, it's a guy that put her onto the same shit.
Of course, women have a thing. Period. You know, when it comes to just interact and we don't know each other, we gotta interact, whatever. Women, y'all know women y'all got that thing.
Yeah.
But training period, I feel that whole like field, training, working out, all that shit. Don't get me wrong, a lot of females work out. Shout out to all of the ladies, all the women that work out. But it is for the most part a manly thing, kind of like a man or supposed to be, quote unquote thing where they look at it as. So you would expect a lot of male trainers to train males and females because it's a male dominant thing where like a female really like we really wouldn't even never want a female to train us. That would be like, we almost know that we getting looked at kind of like suspect, like we trying to fuck.
So you wouldn't let a female train you?
I mean,
hold on, you heard what he just said.
It's awkward. It's like, for us, because I just feel like we more of the dogs. You know, they feel like we dogs, quote unquote. So if we get a female to train us and she bad, sexy, she a threat, it's like, for us, it's more instantly, oh, he trying to fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, it's a female. A female training a man is not the same and equivalent as a man training a woman. You get what I'm saying? That's just like if it was like dancing. If we practicing how to dance salsa and I go get a female, this really like, I feel like dancing would be like more of a feel where it would be more acceptable for a female to train me.
Yeah, they got to.
Well,
but it's male dancers out there that's probably training too. And it's a male dancer that could train you.
Well,
and
if you're a guy
bullshit.
in that type of field, you're a guy, so you have to train with a woman because you have to understand how you're gonna.
But that's the same way a lot of people look at working out, is what I'm trying to tell you.
I feel that.
A lot of people gonna feel the same way with working out.
That's why I said with the man.
It's more like they need to be with a man. A male trainer is way more. A male trainer 9 times out of 10, a male trainer is way more dominant and knows way more than a female trainer.
Because at the bar,
people gonna
like,
think.
So you see, she's feeling safe with the day.
It's just a thing. I'm agreeing with your concept. When I said take it more seriously, I'm saying like, you know, when you see women, their bodies that are trainers, I don't really see when I see the women trainer, I'm like, their body's okay. I'm gonna just have the man, you know, show me what to do. I don't want her body. I don't know how she worked out, whatever. But it's just a thing. I totally agree with that concept of working out is more of a man's thing. But I haven't, you know, if you solid, you gonna be solid. You don't have to worry about that.
It's hard though for us. I feel like it's hard.
My answer's still a no.
What, you getting a woman masseuse? Are you getting a woman masseuse?
Well, no, but at least now y'all can understand like my thinking about like my rationale. That's just a lot of close time, and then it actually leads to other things outside of just that time. So
this makes me think of the memes because we've seen those memes. They like parodies, but it's like a trainer with like a woman and he damn near finger thumbing her pussy, and he's stretching her out. We've seen them. They like jokes. It's comedy.
Yeah,
but
it's jokes based off real shit.
A lot of motherfuckers be thinking real life. Like, yo, he's stretching her out and his motherfucking thumb damn near like in the joint. Like, you like.
Nah, that's a real.
That make a motherfucker think.
But also, that's funny that you mentioned that. I just did a logo for a dude. I wish I could remember it right now because I'll just shout that nigga right now on the joint. But he's got like a sensual massage type joint. And I fuck with him when he calls me for like updates on like new shit he need me to design. Because I'm just like, this dude really found a way where he has a job where he's like shirt off, oiling up joint. You know what I'm saying? You never seen them. You never saw them.
Let's call this guy.
You never saw like the sensual massage joints?
Nah, I mean,
where the nigga literally be playing with butts for a living.
What?
Yeah, that shit looks wild.
Yeah, like chicks is paying and the nigga be like
he does everything.
It's not like after you get a butt
penetrate.
job and then they massage the fake butt job.
Nah,
no,
this is like
hands on greasing you down.
He does
he
does everything but penetrate.
Oh no, my man just sent me a DM of like a big joint, big chick, and I know for a fact she paid. This is like a hustle dudes is doing. They like, I don't know if they certified masseuse or not, but she was like, you know, plus size, big boned or whatever you want to call it, and she had they was big dudes, and they was like jumping her, like jumping her, like massaging her, like crazy over the rolls.
Could you imagine how that would feel though, having two men just massage you?
I would love that. That's why I said, where is this guy?
I'd be like,
that's where she was.
Mm-hmm.
Legit. Yeah. That's a fact.
But
I wouldn't mind a girl massaging my butt as a job.
Damn.
All right, so you see
it's
women
fiery.
Because that's a real thing you want to do, and you have a boyfriend, and you're like, I need to get my butt massaged. She's like, I don't got time. Just go call that company. The man or the woman, honey?
Yeah, you know you don't want no nigga squeezing on your girl ass.
You don't want a woman either.
Something else I wanted to talk about. this is something that exists in this time, you know, the whole catfishing thing, but there's also just the thing of fake pages and burner accounts. Like in today's time, it seems like and we know it just from the Devinwade Show or anything that y'all be doing, it's always that account that really don't got no followers. You know what I mean? Maybe
Liking
no
your
picture.
pictures. Yeah.
But motherfuckers, you know, leave all kind of comments and shit that be like real crazy or disrespectful. It's such a strange thing for me. That's something I can't get used to at my age. This world of like the fake. I just don't understand the time that a person could put into like create a fake profile so that they can maybe express themselves in the ways that they would want to, but no, they can't in real life. Like
I think people create fake profiles to look at other people's pages too.
That's
Because a lot of my friends I just found out
that goes on
they
a
have
lot more than
hidden pages.
I think because people start creating fake pages of other people through shit like that. So
Yeah.
I think that goes on a lot more today. Especially I hear that from women a lot.
Yeah, they do.
They always watching.
and they're
Everybody's
liking.
watching.
It's like, but my page is public. Like, unless you want to see what's going on in my Insta story, but you can go on my page without me knowing that you're on there.
Wait,
Like-
but when someone watches your story, you can
Well,
see
no,
who watches
that's what I'm
it.
saying. Unless you're trying to see exactly what I'm doing, but if you want to see, you know, I just think it's stupid.
A friend of mine just told me he's like, I got a page on the side, a fake page. So if anybody ever blocks me or whatever, or anybody I have fight with, I could always go to their shit and they won't know it's me. And if you need me to spam somebody's page, I could do that. I was like, nah, I'm cool. Like, I don't want you spam nobody's page.
Damn,
but
he like a professional spammer.
I ain't gonna say who it is, but you know who you are.
Damn.
I just don't understand it because, like, you know, it's like this is a different thing, but it's just like my son. If my son is playing, like, might be playing the PlayStation or whatever, and I'll hear him like talking reckless, like to somebody online, and obviously that person's talking reckless to them. But I had a talk with him where I let him know, like, bro, that shit you doing, that's pussy shit. Like, don't do that. I was like, because in my time, you had to stand next to a nigga in the arcade, and it wasn't two niggas looking at each other like, you know, saying the wild shit that y'all saying back and forth.
Shit.
Because if you don't got the heart to like say that to another human being, like, tell me the last person you talked to like that in regular life. If you can't tell me the last person you talked like that to in regular life, let me hear you do that shit on that game.
And that shit on the game, them kids say the craziest shit ever.
Nah, they
Yes.
do. They be
I don't think
wildin'.
any of them can say that in person. I don't think nobody can say some of this shit. in
Yeah,
person,
they can't. Nah, a nigga told me something so great. I don't even know if I can repeat it on the show. It was like a nigga, like this was like a few years ago. So at this time, he like 10. You know what I'm saying? And he playing on a UFC game, and I hear him like, "Shut up, leave me alone. You too. You're stupid. Shut up." And I'm like, "Man, who you talking to? Stop talking to people like that." And he's like, "No, he's saying like mean stuff. Like he's saying a bunch of stuff to me." So I'm like, "Man, give me that." So I grabbed the joint, and it gotta be a whole grown man, bro. Like
Stop.
literally
Talking wild.
No, when I say talking wild, he's
Talking
talking
crazy
wild.
to him.
Little bitch. You little bitch. Yeah, because I guess my son told him he was Hispanic, so he was calling him racial slurs, everything, little bitch, you know, fuck you, da-da-da-da. So I'm like, I said, excuse me. I said, you talking to a 10-year-old, sir? You're talking to a 10-year-old. He like, yeah, I'll fuck your son. Yeah.
No.
Yo, like
No,
nigga
came
was, bro,
crazy.
nigga was
Why
talking.
was he wilding like
What
that?
was your comeback?
So the crazy, I'm like, what? Now this the thing. I'm sitting here
How
yelling.
you came back when he said that,
listen,
though? That
listen.
exactly, that he would fuck your son.
No. I started wilding, right? I started wilding. So the thing is, he's just like, he's a bitch. He's ass at the game. Like he's talking crazy. So look, this is the crazy part. I end up being like, you playing against a little kid, nigga. Wait till I get on the sticks, pussy. now I'm doing the same shit. Look, hold on. Now,
Y'all start going back and forth.
Listen,
shit.
this is the thing. So my son getting fucked up by him. He talking crazy reckless, beating my son ass. I get the controller. You know what I mean? Yeah, now talk that shit to me. You fucking with a grown man, nigga. This nigga whooped my ass way worse. Nigga.
Wow.
Whooped my ass way worse. And the whole time he was telling me the same shit he said about my son. Yeah, I'm fucking you right now. Like, he was.
So hold on.
This nigga was a savage.
Does he
It was two
respect
of
you
them.
on the game at this point?
Huh?
Does your son respect you in the game at this point? You got beat up in front of him.
I got beat up in front of him, something terrible. As long as I can still beat him, though, I just whooped his ass recently. You know what I mean? He's 13.
That was a traumatizing experience.
Yeah, listen, man. I was because you be so mad because you can't. You can't. You know, when you are old, nigga, you're not used to people talking reckless to you, and you can't get to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how it, relates back to the shit like on the internet when people make these pages and then they say the wildest things to celebrities, to regular people. And sometimes you don't know how crazy, people will take it because like I said on, I think one of the sound onlys or whatever, a friend of mine got into a back and forth, out in LA. He got into a back and forth with somebody online and they was both talking reckless. And Bull was really dedicated to that in real life and lined him up in real life. That's like crazy. He went super far to line him up and shoot him.
But see what you just said. What you just said was the key word, real life. And I think a lot of people like get just caught up in like this imaginary thing and this fictitious thing. And for somebody to, for people to do that, for people to do that, like. For whatever reason, I feel like if you got to create a page for whatever reason, right? Check on your nigga, check on whoever. You can't check on your nigga from your real page, then that's fake shit going on in your life. Like you allowing somewhat of fake shit going on in your life. So for me, that's like some fictitious shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got no time for that in my life. My life is so real right now, right? And not only that, right? But like I got like a brand, a little company, whatever I'm trying to do, my hustle, my shit that I do. It's hard enough me trying to fucking operate on fucking Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. They talking about fucking Snapchat. Now I need a fucking TikTok. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, because this how they talk to you. Like, oh, no, you need a TikTok, nigga, TikTok. Yeah, I mean, this how they talk to people who do shit like what we do. So that's difficult enough for me having all of those and trying to like flood everything with content. Then for me to have to, now I got it. So now because of this female that I deal with, right? And I don't want her to what? Know that I'm checking on her or know that I'm checking her story because story records you. It shows them. Yeah. I got to go look from what? Like another page, my nigga? Or I can't even show her like, yo, no, I'm tuned in. I fucks with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all that shit is fake, man. Like, it's like fake shit.
This is a scenario too because this is actually going on where it's people of stature and power that come out later that they have burner accounts.
Are you talking about PZ Sniper?
KD, definitely KD, but I think the Sixers and them got caught, whereas though they're doing it to actually, I guess, trying to find some kind of normalcy or to say things that they can't say because they are who they are. So
that actually makes more sense.
That might get a pass, I guess.
Because somebody like real close to the situation told me that like Kanye had like a IG, but it was like on some like fake shit and he'd be on there doing his thing. You know what I mean?
That's only gonna get a pass to like certain people because you got a lot of people that won't even give that a pass. They're gonna be like, nigga, if you can't say it from your real account, then you probably shouldn't be saying it at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't stand on it, like, because that's just like for the athletes and all that shit that's probably like not speaking out on like whatever, shit we going through now and all the shit out there now. And you got niggas like LeBron that will and wear the shirts and and other athletes who do it too.
But
shout out, hold on, really too. Shout out to the 4 thumbs down, man. we fuck with you heavy, man.
Yeah. Whoever y'all are, keep doing that shit. We're gonna make this a thing.
Y'all do
I'm gonna start making t-shirts with the 4
Yeah.
thumbs going down and shit like that. Every week
loyal.
we got 4
Shout
people
out
that
to
come
y'all.
on to the joint, put the thumbs down. Y'all are part of the show. Y'all are part of the motherfucking.
Y'all giving us the view. Thank you.
Yeah. We fuck with you. You know
They
what I'm saying?
loyal.
But it's crazy though that people are living in a situation where they have to pretend to be somebody else, whether it's a catfish situation or just the fact that they have to, it's a really pathetic existence for you to have to talk shit behind a fake page. Like, I don't even know how a motherfucker could sleep at night, you know what I'm saying? Or live with themselves or look themselves in the mirror, you know what I'm saying?
That's that era of social media, though. That's what everybody does. Like, not everybody. Let me take that back. But there's people out there that legit live a life on social media, but then when you see them in person, they are not that person.
Yeah. I don't want to have a
like,
Rolex on social media and not have it in real life.
Right,
I just don't
that
want it.
doesn't even make sense.
It's crazy because motherfuckers create a fake page and the fake page be the real them.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah,
fact.
The real
yeah,
page
yeah.
be the fake motherfucker.
Exactly.
Because they the ones smiling in your face, liking
Yeah,
your
that's a
pictures,
fact.
and the fake page be the real them.
Because they talking shit,
Ain't
they
that a
saying the
bitch?
shit.
But that's why I say we live in like a backwards world. In so many ways, it's as backwards. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? A motherfucker gotta go make a fake page to tell you and show how they really feel.
Shit's fucked up.
Like, motherfucker, the guy, why we got the DIA name, he
Oh,
probably
yeah.
had a fake page.
That means
that goes perfectly into what I want to get into next. Go ahead.
I had my ex, I had somebody DM him. I didn't have somebody DM him, but somebody DM him from a page that had like 4 followers, 1 picture. And he was like, oh, your girl is fucking me, all this stuff. And I'm like, who does that? Like, it's complete lie. People out here just trying to start shit, making fake accounts, DMing people. And that's happened multiple times. I've had like fake accounts made with like 3 or 4 pictures, or accounts that are made and it's like pictures of me, and people's like, oh, is this you? And it's like, who really has the time to do all that?
Yeah.
Like, who really has the time to take all your, I guess people really do, but at the end of the day, like, it's a good thing because it's a fan or it's somebody who like envies you, but it's also like a weird kind of creepy thing.
Right.
'Cause
But
it's like,
even in that, I could see if they put like, unofficial Chelsea Lee fan page, and
Yeah.
they like to make something for people but when a person is like pretending to be you, or you go and your name is Sarah on that motherfucking
weird.
page,
That's
that
weird,
shit.
yeah.
Or they'll do the slick shit where they'll put like 3 E's on the Lee. You know what I mean? Like to try to like get it by. But you brought up something about like that dude going in there and lying. And I wanted to talk about something that's infamous and been around for a long time, since probably the dawn of time. And that's lying on your dick.
OMG.
Is it vice versa?
We
like
talking
how we
about,
speaking
well,
on
we're
it?
going to talk about
'Cause a
lying
woman
on your
can lie.
dick specifically. We talking about lying on your dick specifically because we can agree that that's more
It's more of a common
it's
thing with
more
males.
common.
Yeah.
It's more
yeah,
common,
yeah.
and the effects that can have on women. Because I feel like probably almost every woman on earth has been affected by niggas lying on their motherfucking dick.
Absolutely. It's ridiculous. I remember in high school, this kid, legit, you know exactly who he is, legit,
I want to know.
sat here and told, we had like a mutual, well, one of my close friends, that was his friend. So we were like kicking and hanging out. He told them that he hit it. So I was at one of my girlfriend's house and we were sitting on the steps. She was living out Maple Shade at the time. And I called the dude. And I had one of my close guy friends, and then I had my homegirl. And I was like, did me and you have sex? And he was like, no, I would never say that. Like, why would I say that? But you're telling your whole circle that you hit it. And it's like, bro, that's whack. Like, we didn't even take it there. Why do men do that?
Maybe he didn't say he didn't. I feel like a lot of guys, if people like, oh, did you hit it? They might not say anything.
Nah, that's called lying without lying.
Oh, that's
the
not-
worst shit.
Oh, okay.
That's where a nigga is, where a person, if a person comes to me and be like, hey, yo, Dev, did you fuck so-and-so? I'm going to tell you straight up, like, absolutely not, dog. Like, she came over the crib. We motherfucking watched some movies, and then she actually, like, dipped out. She didn't even make it through the movie, bro. She ended up bouncing. I ain't make it. It ain't happen. And I'm talking about, let's say I'm talking to one of my real homies that I would tell my business to. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it real. The problem is what she's talking about is when niggas lie without lying. And that's when you say, yo, Dev, yo, I saw her at the crib last night. I know you hit that. And I'll be like, chill, son. Like, cool out. Like, come on, man, chill. Because he's making it feel like,
He did.
come on, man, let's
Like,
not talk about
exactly.
that.
Let's not go there.
Instead of just saying, no, I want to make it very clear. Because we got homies, our African homie, shout out to him, that'll assume everything. That nigga see you somewhere, hey, so you fuck Chelsea Lee? You be like, hold on, bro. No, like, bro, let's make this clear. Because the way you said that sounded like you was going to walk out of here and repeat that, bro.
Yep.
Let me be very clear with you, bro. Absolutely not. You need to motherfucking chill, my nigga. Like, that's...
Man,
Because I know that's the
lying,
thing.
I've never lied as a grown man. As a child, I've definitely lied. I feel like we have. No, you gotta understand my situation. So, like, listen. I had a situation. So, I'm the youngest. I got older cousins. So, all of my friends and stuff was older than me. I'm talking about young. So, they ask, like, yo, like, young boy, you getting pussy yet? And I'm like, yeah. Of course I'm fucking. Of course. Oh shit. All right. So hold on, my bad. I'm looking at that, but I'm like, yeah, like of course I'm fucking. They like, well, like who is it? And it's always like, all right, well, it's some girl you don't know. I feel like we all kind of
you
been
can't
in
go
that
Niggas
too
used to
far with
always
that,
do
yeah.
that.
Well, that's the
She don't
furthest
live
you can
around
go. Yeah,
here.
she don't live around here.
It's
so,
my
I mean,
bubble buddy.
At that point, yeah. Other than that, nah. I've always been a person that just I'll lie the other way around. Whereas like I'll tell you that I didn't do something because I don't like my business out in the streets. I'll tell you that I didn't do something when I really did do something. Like I'll rather take that approach with somebody than the other thing. So,
What about you, Richie?
Yeah.
You did-
Nah. I definitely ain't into shit like that. I don't. I just feel like even when I was young, it's crazy because I think back on like just having like homies who used to lie about shit, and I just always felt like if you lie, you never really gonna try to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even when it comes to, you know, because niggas used to lie about dumb shit. I just bought a car. I just got a crib. And no, you didn't, nigga. Like, but I just feel like, again, I was always taught, like, if you got to lie about having something, then you never really going to get it. You know what I'm saying? And when it even comes to, like, a female, like, it's just not me. It's weird. And I just feel like, again, man, like, you got the only way you really gonna get something is if your natural efforts and your real efforts, and you never gonna put no real efforts into nothing you lying about already having.
Right.
Right.
Nah, that makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense.
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? Like that, and I was taught that at a young age. Like, yo, if you running around saying you got a big crib somewhere, like you telling everybody like your whole life is a facade. That's just like people who be online now and doing all this online stunting. They don't give a fuck about ever having that shit in real life.
Yeah, they're putting all the effort into making it look like they have it, where they could
Yeah.
put the effort into actually going and getting it.
Not only that, but it's working with certain people. It works with certain people. They got certain people that's biting on this fraudulent behavior. Whether it be females, whether it be other homies that's clinging on to them like, oh, he cool. You know what I'm saying? And now you got a whole big fake ass team. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit happens. So my whole shit is just like, for me, you know, it's just like a real thing, man. Like, you gotta be real with shit like that. Like, I ain't lying on on my meat.
I've never seen that work out in that other person's favor at all. It always kind of ends up how Wally just explained her situation. It's like the area is kind of small, bro. So eventually it's going to get out and get back around. So I've never seen it like work out good where it actually like went through like that. If somebody decided to check,
Lying on your vagina is a real thing, though. Also,
No,
like because it actually happened to me.
Nah,
before.
you could have females that could be like, you know, you got females that be like home wreckers and shit like that too, and that lying on like why they fucked the nigga or that they fucked the nigga, period, why that could come about, period. You know what I'm saying?
I had a chick literally like lie and say that, and I was so glad that my girl at the time was actually there at the thing. So basically, the shorty came and got a photo shoot. I didn't even notice her because she looked so different than the last time that I shot her. When I shot her, she was like big belly, full on pregnant, you know, doing like a maternity joint. So I didn't even notice her. So she came, she did a photo shoot. My girl at the time was the one that handled everything, like take the money, do all that shit. She was basically like working for me. And no, so she does all of that type of shit, and then while, you know, at a certain point, we probably in the second look, and she's just like, yo, you know, remember last time I did such and such? And I was just like, she mentioned my people's name, and I was like, oh shit, this my boy baby mom. Like, okay, now I remember who she is. But she ended up bouncing and telling people like, we fucked at the photo shoot, all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? And my homie ended up calling me like on some sad, like, Dev, man, you know you always been a real nigga. And shorty really went, she basically sparked that off to try to hurt him. You feel what I'm saying? To try to hurt him. But thank God my girl was like present through everything. My girl wanted to fight, dog. You know what I'm saying? But it does happen. It's just a way more rare thing, and I think that sometimes
it's usually for revenge or for a reason. Guys just say it to get cool points.
Yeah.
Girls want to do it for it to get to somebody and start something.
I feel like Garnett, like I can more relate to like what Garnett said, is having to like reverse that shit and lie to a motherfucker and say you didn't do nothing because of how motherfuckers talk. Because I done had situations where a motherfucker come to you, you know, you thinking he cool, this your man, oh yeah, nigga, whatever, and it ain't nothing serious. The female wasn't nothing serious. It was just like some whatever shit, and you say something, then he go back, whatever, say something. Now you looking like the clown, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
or you
absolutely.
looking corny. So
you don't want it to look like you just out here telling your business, you know what I mean?
No. I've learned a gem like with that shit, like for real. Especially like, you know, you like, you know, because you and a female, you know, if like, especially if you're not like a item of, you know, monogamous serious shit and y'all decide to go that route, like that's just a, you know, it's supposed to be like a trust and respect level with even just that, you know what I'm saying? Because this, you know, of course, female giving themselves to you and y'all getting intimate, whatever shit like that. So my whole thing is like, for the youngins that's out there, if you want to keep your business, like you like what you got, the business that you got with a certain female, then keep your business your business. You know what I'm saying? Because talking about that shit, period, for me ain't never worked out. Just talking about it, period.
Before we get out of here too, man, I wanted to talk about respect versus fear. And you know, some of the environments that we grow up in, there's a lot of people who feel as though they have like respect. You know what I'm saying? Around here, around in Philadelphia, in New York, wherever. And me personally, I don't consider the two things to be the same thing. If a person feels like they have respect, when really I might look at it and say, you don't have respect, you have fear. You know what I'm saying? People treat you a certain way because
they're fearful.
They're afraid that you would harm them or somebody near them or whatever like that. I wanted to like talk about that, and I definitely wanted to, you know, hear Rich's point of view more than anybody about that. Like, what's your take on?
I just feel like I feel definitely how you feel. They definitely two different things. Two totally different things. You know, to be respected, a lot of people is respected, you know, for different reasons. And I just feel like if you respect it for like the right reasons, for me, I think like respect could probably last longer and get you further than where being feared to get you. Because eventually like being feared could
get you killed.
Oh no, absolutely get
That's
you
a fact.
killed. No, absolutely get you killed. That's just like a cat. You know, most cats like, you know, probably, unless you're dealing with like those wild cats, because you got wild cats out there, but like most cats is really like harmless until they really like pushed in the corner. You understand what I'm saying? And they have no choice. But so most people who like to be feared, these are the people like you dealing with. These are the people like, these are the options really like you give other people whenever it comes down for like any conflict or situation may occur, or y'all may have some differences or disagreement or a bad business deal. A motherfucker instantly gonna know like, yo, a smart motherfucker anyway, an intelligent motherfucker gonna know, like, man, my hands is forced.
Right.
Because this motherfucker is obviously feared for a reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, versus being respected, because I just feel like respect is everything for me. I deal with respect on like all levels. If it ain't no respect is like the first thing like we need before we like can move forward and get anything else. I can't trust you until I know it's respect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's no way for us to establish love without the trust and respect.
And I would never want a person to be when a person is fearful of you, when something happens to you where you're not in the same condition, your money's low, you can't touch people the way that you was able to at one point, or your health isn't, you know what I'm saying? Anything that happens to you, we've seen people go from you know, walking around shooting niggas, doing this and that, to being in wheelchairs or anything like that that makes them less, you know, something that you're less fearful for. People don't feel anything for you for real because they've been waiting for your downfall the whole time, because they never really respected you. They didn't really have love. Like a nigga will walk around like, I got love in my hood.
Anyway.
Right. It's like, I got love in my hood. I could go anywhere. It's like, no, you don't got love. Niggas is just scared of you. And then people, I watch a lot of street niggas do this. Niggas pretend to be friends with niggas they scared of. Mm-hmm. It be a bunch of street niggas who all scared of each other, and what they do is, I'm scared of you, you scared of me. Let's huddle up and act like I fuck with you. You real, I'm real.
Yeah.
When really it's that you all shook. All y'all niggas is shook of each other. So it's a lot of that type of shit going on too. And all of them people you watch, when they fall, there's nobody there
to really like
Man,
pick them up
I've
and take
seen-
care of them.
They've had like niggas done bust champagne bottles when certain niggas got killed in the hood because, you know, they was just whatever into whatever they was into, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like, again, like you said, nobody there to like feel no type of way or feel no sympathy, you know what I'm saying, for that. So that's definitely a fact. And then niggas always like align theyself, you know, and you do have people who like create like alliances and align theyself and they don't even realize it, but it's really because of that same thing. We all looking for like some sort of like shield.
Yeah, what,
and we
what
all
do you
looking-
call it, Garnett? Some of these niggas, well, you call it something like niggas is like you.
They pay for protection.
Yeah, they like he call them like
Or
whores,
not.
like whores for protection or some shit like that, man.
It was something like that.
It was something like that. It was a way that you said it that was just like, nah, that's exactly how I felt about it. A lot of these dudes
taking pictures. For
Listen,
I'm saying? They
listen,
just be
real,
shook.
real quick, because I see them whipping the great Will out, the great Wiznil. But real quick, somebody just addressed like it was crazy because it was a hood breakdown, and he gave a breakdown of like real niggas and a gangster nigga and a street nigga, and he gave them like a breakdown of each shit. And I won't go into that, but I'm just saying, as far as this shit go, like the main thing he said in like all them niggas and what he talked about, that the main thing that stood out in like each character that what made persons really like who they was like respect. You know what I'm saying? And the main thing he said that like out of all of them, who would last longest is really like the most respectful. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and it's just to like close that out, man. Like, you know, you got a lot of young kids out here that think that they want to be feared, that feel that like they need to be feared, that think, oh, if I kill him, everybody else gonna be scared of me. Like, my nigga, that's not how it go. Like, you can kill him and everybody in the fucking area want to kill you next.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? Just because they don't want you around, they want you to get the fuck away. Ain't nobody the fuck scared of you. It's a fucking million guns out here. Like, so understand that to be respected, that's how I'm still in the hood. I'm from one of the most dangerous, we all, you know, been in the most dangerous city in America forever, you know, running around, having our ins and outs, our trials and tribulations. You know, I'm 40 plus years old, you know, and I've been through some shit, but I'm here to tell y'all that. I feel like God got me here to tell y'all that. Like, the respect is why I'm here. I've always been a respectful young guy. When me and Dev met, it was always like super respectful. It wasn't ever no goofy shit like, oh, I'm tougher than this nigga or anything of the sort. You know, it was always respect first. And that's why, you know, I got a great relationship with people like Dev, where a lot of people probably can't even call this man, you know, and again, respect just, and I could tell you a ton of other ways of why respect is the way and the route to go.
Yeah. The wheel is out. We're gonna let our new nasty girl
Come on, song.
spin this wheel. Give it a nice spin. You know what I mean?
Song, let's go, Song. Twerk break for Song right from the rip. Right from the rip. Right from the rip.
Hold on. What's it say?
She got the luck of the leprechaun.
Use Wally's mic.
It says, pick one feeling like you are about to sneeze and never do or nonstop hiccups.
All right, if you were stuck with sneezing forever or hiccups forever, real quick, Garnet.
Man, listen, that about the sneeze feeling is so crazy, and I had hiccups for more than 24 hours, and that shit is nuts. I'm gonna take the hiccups. That sneezing.
I'm
shit
definitely
is crazy.
I'm taking. I'd rather have to sneeze. Hiccups
Me
actually
too.
hurt.
Sneeze.
Hiccups hurt.
Sneeze.
Oh, all right. Let's get another spin on that shit.
Yeah. Don't even ask me because I was.
What you gonna say?
Quick fun fact, sneezing is 1/8 of an orgasm.
I don't know nothing
How
about
do
that.
you even know that? Girl,
Nasty girls. Nasty girls. Spin it one more time.
That was a hard one too.
Twerk break, come on.
This is LES, drinking wine, feeling very fine. Time is very prime. What's your goal? What you running time? What's your running time? Ain't no money, then don't bother me. Let's just all agree. Honestly, I need all the cheese. Legends, all the E. Fake shit, a nigga banged it. Me and Leo used to spam it. Now we grilling up the salmon. Told my niggas never panic. I'm the wave, I'm Atlantic. For the money, I'm a manic, but I'm chill, never frantic. I ignore your fucking antics. I'm unimpressed.
This has been another episode of the Devinwade Show.
I don't give a
For
fuck
myself,
about next.
for Garnett Briscoe, for Chelsea Lee, for Waleska D, for Porter Rich, for Song, for Cynthia, and for B-Rock.
I don't give a fuck about who next. All I give a fuck about is